Hello, and welcome to Smooth Drifting with King Posh. Today, relax, enjoy the video. If you want to sleep to this, you can do that too. I'm totally fine with that. But today, we are looking at the 1924 Austin 7, my all-wheel drive drift tune. Now, it took me a good time to tune this car, but this one's stock right here. We're going to just show you guys. There's the lights you can put on there. They're pretty bright. Let's turn those off and let's relax tonight. Here we can open up the engine compartment and see that beautiful 4-cylinder in there. There it is. You got the 4 spark plugs. Isn't it a beaut? So gorgeous. Can we get a nice side pitch over there? Come on. Come on, work for me. There we go. Got some copper in there. It looked pretty darn good. Here you can open up these doors. I don't really see much. I think that's just a button that you push to open it up. You cannot remove the rear tire. I wish you could to make it even lighter, but they do not give that option. Now here we can get in here. And let's give this thing a smooth sound. Let's listen to this thing. Sounds pretty darn good, doesn't it? This thing only has 10 horsepower out of that 4 right there. 10 horsepower. So let's take this 10 horsepower and just drive around a little corner and then bring it back and show you guys what I've done to it.
You have arrived at your destination.
Now, there's only 3 gears in this car. It doesn't go very fast. If you go to tune setup, you can see what its top speed is. 49.5 miles per hour. And that's probably downhill or off a cliff. 0 to 60 doesn't happen. 0 to 100 doesn't happen. And the failed brakes, what are you gonna say? Like you see, got a long first gear. So let's get right into what I've done to it. So we got a motorbike engine is the upgrade. That's the biggest engine you can get. I do weigh a hefty 915 pounds, but I made it an A800. Points ready, 2nd, 3rd gear, all-wheel drive, drift setup tune. I put setup tune up there just so when people are down like looking for it and they just say all-wheel drive, tune, setup, I got them all set up. So once we save the content, you're not going to see too much of a difference. I did put a roll cage in there to bring it up to an A800. I really worked hard on it. Now, what did I do to it? Well, let me show you. It's still uploading. It's a wild little beast.
Arrived at your
So I was
destination.
able to pull a 44.8, almost a 45 with this car. Not too shabby for the engine that you can put into it. That's not too bad. We go to custom upgrade. You only have 2 engine options. You have the i4, inline 4 really, motorbike engine, and then you have the stock. So not much of an option. I was really hoping we could put a 668 horsepower in there, but 1.6 liter, they didn't give us the option. What are you gonna do? I got all-wheel drive on here. I will make a rear-wheel drive after this video and see if I can do it. It's got a single turbo, and then you also have a stock naturally aspirated if you really wanted to. Here I'm using a sport tire compound. Now if you go with a stock tire compound, you're not going to get a B class. So if you're looking for like A class, you can pick either of these two to get you where you want to be. The other ones go to S1, S2, and another option is to go with the vintage race tire compound. Now I'm running thin tires in the front here just to help it slide a little bit more, and stock in the rear. This is what happens when you go maxed out in the rear. You bring down your A class to 798 on that one, and on here also you bring down your classes with the bigger tires. Alright, now the rims are stock. I left it with the Austin stock rims. The wires just look great, don't they? Of course they do. And then yes, you can actually upgrade the rims. You could if you wanted to. You could bring it up to an S1 then with the other rims. I decided to leave them stock. They just looked fine, and the rears are stock also. Here you got a race clutch, race transmission, stock driveline. Anything higher and it would have been S1. And then a race differential. Here we got race brakes, but you can't tell either of them. They don't show the bigger brake calibers and red ones. So that's what that is. It does have a drift kit, which is nice. You have a rally kit, race, sport, street, and then stock. Not too much difference there. I did anti-roll bars. You really need them on here. It's a squirrely little monster without having these on there. And then also I said I did put a roll cage in there. So, and that's just where it goes. And it looks good. And then I have a stock weight reduction. You're saving 54 pounds if you go with the race weight reduction. But then you go to an S106. So, and your front weight transfer is at 51% versus 52, which can actually be pretty darn good. You only have 2 options here. So you have a race turbo and you have a race intercooler. So let's get right to the tune. So the tune here is actually right here, King's all-wheel drive drift. Points ready, 2nd, 3rd gear, all-wheel drive drift setup. As you probably saw it before, just to show you guys again. But here is the tune for you guys. It's only got a top speed of 135.7 miles per hour. It is not a fast car. Now the highest speed I was able to push out of it with this engine and with the tires I was running is about 164 miles per hour. So it's not a fast vehicle. Now I really wanted to make this easy for you guys, so this is a straight build. This 2.1 means it'll drive in a straight line, but it'll still kick it sideways, and it'll stay sideways. Anti-roll bars are 810 and 1950. Springs, I really had to soften them up. That's just what I did. So I just dropped them all the way down to the bottom, as low as they could go. The ride height, I brought the front ride height up to counterbalance with the rear. And then dampening, I had it at 10s at first, and it was just too stiff, so I put it down to 5.0s all the way down. There is no downforce. Can't put downforce on this vehicle. Braking, I just left it stock. It works perfect. And then my differential was 76, 46, 97, 97. And it needed 84% to the rear. I tried 71%. It didn't work. It was too twitchy. 63, completely twitchy. 50 didn't work. 43% going, like more power going to the front wheels. Didn't work. 84%, butter. It works. And you can move that up. You can go, 80, 85, 86, 90, 100 if you want to. You'll be fine. And that is the car, and that is the tune. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If it did, definitely hit that like button. And if you're snoozing, I hope you have pleasant dreams. Peace out. I'm King Posh.